A couple videos ago, I talked about the TV series Daybreak, starring Taye Diggs, and today I'm going to take the opportunity to talk about something else he was in that I really enjoyed. But more importantly, it also starred Christian Bale, and that is the movie Equilibrium. Um, Equilibrium is basically a film set in Orwellian type of society. You have the big brother type of guy who tells everybody what to do. Um, there's a peacekeeping order called the Grammaton Clerics, which I'll get to in a bit, and the populace is controlled using a drug called what's it called? Doesn't really matter. Anyhow, it's distributed by the Equilibrium Centers, and it basically keeps everybody from feeling emotion. That being said, almost everybody smiles in the movie. It's not very effective drug at suppressing emotions because it seems like half the cast isn't taking it. Security's not too good either because almost nobody gets caught not taking the drug, even though they're all supposed to be. So, film-wise, it's kind of the story's kind of standard. Main character, he, gets off the drug and fights back against the oppressive government. Big deal. Standard kind of storyline in this kind of setting. But what makes it really awesome are the gunfights. Very few movies have awesome gun battles with awesome stuff going on. The only movie that first impressed me with a gunfight was The Matrix with the government lobby shootout, which is still one of my favorite sequences in movies. But Equilibrium has it beat. It's just impressive. And they actually have a reason for why these gunfights are so impressive. The Grammaton Clerics, who are the enforcers of the government, are trained in what's called Gun Kata, which is a martial art focusing on the usage of pistols and basically placing your body where probability says bullets won't be. I'm going to tell you right now, the entire base of this martial art is bullshit. It would not work in real life. And yet people have actually set up gun kata like clubs where they have learned gun kata and actually fight each other in the same manner as people do in this movie. It's kind of nerdy, but that's what makes it kind of awesome too. But anyhow, the martial art doesn't work. It basically just gives you a reason for why these gunfights are so awesome. These Grammaton Clerics are trained in basically the use of two pistols, and they go around doing really awesome fight scenes. The ending gun battle in particular is spectacular. I think that's where John Preston, the main character played by Christian Bale, racks up something like 70 kills in the span of 5 minutes. It's a really impressive gun battle, and is alone reason enough to watch the movie. It's absolutely spectacular, really cool. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend looking that up on YouTube. At least it's on there. It's really cool. All the other gunfights in the movie are awesome. They're I'm going to be honest, they're practically the only reason to watch the movie. Because, as I said before, it's all pretty standard fare. Sean Bean shows up as another Grammaton cleric, and not surprisingly, he dies within like the first 10 minutes of the movie. But that's just what Sean Bean does. He shows up and he dies in everything he's in. So, good luck to Sean Bean. But yeah, Equilibrium's really impressive. Not from a film standpoint, it's pretty average. But as far as action scenes go, you won't find better gunfights anywhere. It's absolutely mind blowing. So, and the endings or the sword fight in the end, really cool. I've never seen somebody killed with a sheath for a sword before, so that was a first. And the very final battle, which actually involves two Grammaton clerics going at it using gun kata, but in close quarters, where they're knocking each other's guns back and forth to make sure that the line of fire they aren't in the line of fire, is really cool, and I'd love to see that in another movie. Though the likelihood of me seeing that in another movie is pretty low, considering the only other movie that has anything like Gun Kata is Ultraviolet, directed by the same guy, and that's apparently crap. So I'm not gonna watch it because even no, I'm not watching a movie that bad just for some more Gun Kata action. Was there a point to this? Yes, you should watch Equilibrium. If you're not willing to watch Equilibrium, at least look up the gunfights on YouTube and watch them. They're crazy awesome. And if you like Christian Bale, there's no good reason not to see them. So that's it for tonight. Shorter than my other videos, less coherent than I have been in the past, but who cares? Have a good night, and there's your video.